Permobil has a full array of seating options: tilt, recline, power elevating leg rest. A seat elevator is a crucial part of our design as well. We have some key components that we look at. We try to maintain as low a seat height as possible for access to the environment. If you need custom features, say a platform footplate that extends to the ground for transfers, that all comes through our custom shop. Virtually anything that you want on the chair that we feel is safe, we can customize and do for you. There are also a number of aftermarket companies that make components for our chairs as well. Companies like Stealth make lateral support specific for our ergo back. We have adapters so you can put aftermarket arm troughs and different specialty electronics on the chair as well. The design of the armrest on Permobil is set up so that we can change angles depending on the user's needs and infinitely adjust it up and down. For access to tables, transfers, and so on, the armrest simply flips back. And you can see these rods down here. The way these rods work is as I can loosen up an eye bolt under there, and I raise my armrest up and down, but that gives me the ability to angle it and change positions. It's an infinite adjustability rather than being in 1-inch increments and so on. I can fine-tune it because our goal is to try to get as much even pressure distribution on everybody's extremities and back. It's a single post for the seat elevator. If you look closely at the seat elevator design, rather than just being a round post going in, it's almost more like a cookie cutter going down into place. So it gives us the lateral torque that we need if somebody is driving in an upward position. Versus a scissor mechanism and lateral torque don't go together very well. And if you tweak the scissor mechanism in an up position, it will not go all the way back down. The cushion that I have on the chair is one that we rarely sell. Normally you're going to use aftermarket cushions on Permobil products. J's, Rojos, and so on. The ergo back that we use in our Corpus seating system is designed more around the user. You pop the back upholstery off. We come standard with 3 different lumbar supports, and they can vary in thickness on how you stack them. So what we'll do here is adjust that so we can adjust the pelvis or lower lumbar support specific to the user. The standard half-moon laterals can be adjusted independently. So if I have a user who has a tendency to favor his right side, I can raise the right side, keep the left side low, help get some medial correction here. You'll also notice that this particular back is 16 wide at the bottom, yet it's only 12-inch wide at the top, giving a user more range of motion with their upper shoulders and scapular relief. We find that the Corpus seating system, most of the users like it best because of its comfort. It's not one for everybody, but if somebody needs something outside of the Corpus, we do have the ability to put aftermarket components on the chair as well. And that's the shear reduction built into the ergo back on the Corpus seating system. We have the hockey stick that holds onto the bottom of the backrest. And then we have this plate here which is fixed. Now as I recline the back, this will be pulling the back down to reduce the amount of shear. And you can see that in the mount here on the center of the back. Our goal with the ergo back is to try to give you as much even pressure distribution through your lumbar sacral supports, your lateral supports here on the side, and try to get as much pressure distribution along your back, your armrest, your footrest, to take it off of your rear end. Our lateral thigh supports are unique. Our goal with lateral thigh supports is to try to give you as much even pressure distribution along the thigh as possible. The adjustability on the thigh support allows me to angle, to work with different needs, and also to adjust up and back. It's very crucial when you're working with power elevating leg rest, because as the leg rest goes up, a lot of times you'll see power elevating leg rest with a pad right here on a bony prominence. We want to try to keep no pads on bony prominence and give you more even pressure distribution here along the thigh. If you look at the design of the 300 and 350, we have a battery towards the front, we have a battery towards the rear. And if you look at our higher end chairs, you've got 2 batteries across the back. And that's a great counterbalance for somebody that's extremely active outside. When you have multiple seat functions, we go with the multiple seat function control kit, and you can see the series of buttons along here. These will allow me to just hit one button, be able to do my tilt, be able to operate my recline. But the other feature is through the electronics. I can hit my mode button. That will allow me to click through, as you can see here, click through the different seat functions. And then I can operate it with the joystick. When you're operating it this way, it's proportional. So the faster I push on the joystick, the faster the actuator operates. You'll notice here there's a little turtle. That little turtle will come out whenever there's a seat function that will inhibit the drive. We have our drive profiles. This is considered our indoor. We can hit our outdoor. We have a total of 8 different drive profiles we can attach to the chair, and you would get those through the drive profiles. As an example here, I'm in a normal drive mode. You see I've got all 5 of these bars. That's the fastest speed in that particular mode, and I can slow them down individually as well. And if you have the option of your headlights, your turn signals, your emergency flashers. I think what makes Permobil unique is that we manufacture a chair more focused on the human body and the maneuverability both indoors and outdoors.
Permobil C300 and C350. Transportation provided by the Braun Intervan. www.braunability.com. Brought to you by the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation and Gold Pictures. Filmed on location at Universal Studios, California.